Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the buzzing world of one of the most important creatures on the planet, bees. They might be small, but their impact on our environment, food systems, and life on Earth is huge. So, stick around for the next 7 minutes as we explore just how crucial these little pollinators are and why they need our help now more than ever. Let's start with the basics. Bees are nature's pollination superheroes. They help plants reproduce by transferring pollen from one flower to another. And why is this so important? Well, about 75% of the world's food crops depend, at least in part, on pollination. That's everything from fruits and veggies to nuts and seeds. Without bees, many of our favorite foods like apples, strawberries, almonds, and even coffee would be at risk. Imagine walking into a grocery store and finding half the produce section empty. It's a scary thought, right? This could be our future if bee populations keep declining. But bees aren't just important for what we eat. They play a key role in maintaining biodiversity. Bees pollinate a huge variety of plants, and those plants, in turn, support other wildlife, from birds to mammals and even other insects. When bees thrive, ecosystems thrive. But when bee populations suffer, entire ecosystems can start to crumble. Unfortunately, bee populations are in serious trouble. Over the last few decades, we've seen alarming declines in bee numbers across the globe. There are a few major reasons for this. First, pesticides. Chemicals used in agriculture, especially neonicotinoids, are harmful to bees, affecting their ability to navigate, forage, and reproduce. Next, habitat loss. Urban development and large-scale agriculture are destroying the natural habitats bees need to survive. And finally, climate change. Shifting weather patterns are making it harder for bees to find food and maintain stable populations. You might be asking yourself, okay, but how does this really affect me? The answer is, it affects all of us. Bees contribute to about 1/3 of the food we eat. If bees disappear, not only would food prices skyrocket, but some of our most nutritious crops would be much harder to grow. And it's not just humans who would feel the impact. Wildlife, plants, and even the global economy would suffer. In fact, bees contribute an estimated $200 billion to the global economy every year by supporting agriculture. So when bees suffer, everyone suffers. But don't lose hope. There's still time to save the bees. Here are a few simple ways you can make a difference. 1. Plant bee-friendly flowers and plants. Bees love flowers like lavender, sunflowers, and daisies. You can help by creating a bee-friendly garden or even just a small planter on your balcony. 2. Avoid using harmful pesticides. Try using natural alternatives to keep your garden pest-free without harming bees. 3. Support local and organic farming. Organic farmers use fewer harmful chemicals and often create better habitats for bees. 4. Buy local honey. Supporting local beekeepers helps sustain healthy bee populations, and you get delicious honey in return. 5. Build or buy a bee hotel. This is especially important for solitary bees, which don't live in hives but still play a critical role in pollination. When most people think of bees, they think of honey. And while honeybees do produce that sweet golden nectar, they represent only a small fraction of the bee world. There are over 20,000 species of bees, and the vast majority of them don't even make honey, but they're still incredibly important pollinators. From bumblebees to solitary bees like mason bees and leafcutter bees, every bee plays a role in keeping ecosystems balanced and food production going. The good news is that there are amazing people and organizations around the world working to protect and restore bee populations. Beekeepers, scientists, and even ordinary people like you are making a difference. We've seen successful efforts in places like Europe, where bans on harmful pesticides have led to healthier bee populations. But to truly save the bees, it's going to take all of us working together. No effort is too small. Here's a fun fact about bees. Did you know that honeybees communicate through dance? It's called the waggle dance, and it's their way of telling other bees where to find food. When a bee discovers a good source of nectar or pollen, it returns to the hive and performs a little figure-8 dance on the honeycomb. The angle of the dance in relation to the sun tells the other bees the direction of the flowers, and the duration of the waggle part of the dance indicates how far away the food is. It's like a GPS system, but bee style. And bees can even factor in the time of day, since they adjust their dance to account for the movement of the sun. Fascinating, right? These tiny creatures have evolved an incredible system of communication that helps them work as a team and keep the hive thriving. Bee Movie was made about bees to explore themes related to environmentalism, interdependence, and the importance of bees in a humorous, accessible way. The film, co-written by comedian Jerry Seinfeld, uses the concept of bees to deliver a lighthearted yet thoughtful message about the vital role bees play in ecosystems, particularly through pollination. The premise allowed the filmmakers to create a fun, imaginative world where bees talk, work like humans, and even challenge the status quo of their roles in nature. On a deeper level, Bee Movie raises awareness about the importance of bees to the environment and the consequences of their disappearance, which aligns with real-world concerns about declining bee populations. The movie also pokes fun at the absurdity of certain human systems and practices, all while using bees as the central characters to keep the tone playful and entertaining for a family audience. In short, Bee Movie was made about bees not just for the comedic potential, but to subtly introduce viewers to serious ecological issues in a fun, accessible way. It blends humor with important themes, making it an engaging film with more depth than its simple premise might suggest. So, there you have it. Bees may be tiny, but they're mighty. They keep our ecosystems healthy, our food supply steady, and our world buzzing with life. By taking a few simple steps, we can all help protect these incredible creatures and ensure a brighter future for us and the planet. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button for more eco-friendly tips. And remember, saving the bees starts with all of us.